What's up guys, my name's Andrew, this is SilverCityReef, and I'm back with another video. This one is going to be an unboxing of a purchase I made that should be here any minute. I am watching the UPS tracking and it's getting close. So stay tuned and see what we got. Alright, so the package has arrived. Let's crack it open. Right on top. So, should give you a hint on what I ordered. Now, if you've ordered coral before, you know you only have usually a 2-hour DOA window. So we need to get these floating in the tank, and then to get the temperature acclimated, then we need to take them out, dip them, and get them in the display as quickly as possible. Make sure there's nothing wrong. And so I'm a little concerned because these packages are quite cold. This is the marbled eye Favites. The neon green Stylophora. Oh, it's a nice, good size frag right there. This is the Hulk Leptocerus. Again, you guys will get better shots of this after. This is the yellow bird's nest, which actually broke off the plug. So that's going to be a bit of an issue. And right here we have the green branching Pocillopora. Again, also a very good size frag. So what I'm going to do, these have metal rings, and I don't really want to put this in my tank, so I'm going to cut this plastic off and just float them and let them get up to temperature. Yeah, I'm not liking the temperature on these. It's pretty cold here in New England, Massachusetts. Not sure exactly what the temperature is right now, but I can look it up and I'll post it on the screen somewhere, probably right here. But alright, so I'm going to put these in a bag just because of the labels on the containers. Alright, now we're just going to drop them in the tank. So as you're waiting for the coral to acclimate to the temperature, which in this case I'm going to leave them in a little longer than I normally would just because they were a little bit on the colder side. But as you wait, you want to get together the stuff you need for dipping. In my case, I have a few different items that I use. This would be a measuring cup to get water from the display to use to mix with the coral dip. Have a pair of tweezers here to pull off anything unwanted. I also have a magnifying glass over here so we can get a nice close look. And as you can see, I started getting set up over here. We have two little fishies Revive. Have a small little scrub brush, a strainer, and my bucket that I will do the dipping in. I will also use the measuring cup for salt water that doesn't have dip to rinse it off. Now I typically wear gloves just because I think it's safer that way. I don't know what's in the dips and I'd rather not have it interact with my hands in any way, especially considering I have a lot of cuts on my hands from work, so better safe than sorry. Alright, so I went and grabbed some water. We have a half gallon in the dipping container, and we have just over 3 cups in the rinse container. So the directions for the Revive says mix 4 capfuls or 40 milliliters of Revive per gallon. So because it's a half gallon, that would be 2 capfuls or 20 milliliters. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this out. So I'm going to go grab a pair of gloves and a couple of the frags. I'm probably going to do the bird's nest last just because I am going to have to glue it to a piece of substrate. Probably, I think I have a small piece of live rock that I can use. It's unfortunate that it broke off the plug, but it kind of helps us because we really don't want the plug in the display tank anyway. It's always better to remove frags from the plug and either use a new plug or glue it directly to a piece of live rock. So let me go get that and I'll be right back. Now I like the way he ships these. As you can see, there's a piece of styrofoam and the frag is actually upside down.
shut up and sit down.
Alright, so it's been just about 15 minutes, and I'm just going to lightly blow the frags off with the baster. Sorry, going out of focus. Did seem like there's a few things that came off, but I don't think we're going to have any issues. Alright, so now when purchasing frags, this is very important, and I made sure I did it prior to placing the order, but I basically researched each frag and either found a video or I searched on the website that I was purchasing from to find the conditions that they keep them all in, and this will help with not only placement but you know, lighting, feeding, water flow. If, you know, like the yellow bird's nest, very fragile, you know, just stuff that you should really know. So we have, for the neon green Stylophora, that is medium light and medium flow. And it may benefit from more light and flow if slowly acclimated to it. It is also recommended that you have very low nitrate and phosphate, which makes me a little nervous because I know mine's probably a little bit higher than what I'd really want it to be, but we'll see. The green branching Postlepora, again, medium light, medium flow. It did say it may have better color under higher light, but it is one of the fastest growing SPS, and it also is more successful when it comes to polyp bailout. The yellow bird's nest, or Seriatopora, likes low to medium light. I've heard it thrives, the yellow bird's nest at least, not so much with the pinks, but the yellow bird's nest can thrive in very low light, but it likes high flow. As mentioned, it's very brittle, and again, it grows very quickly. I do not have the Phovites one right in front of me. I have it in another set of notes, but the information is there. I already have one, so I kind of know what it needs, so I'm going to kind of place it right around where I have my other Midnight Princess Phovites. So on that note, I need to get these out of the dip and get going on getting them placed in the tank. not all these corals were placed exactly as recommended. The yellow bird's nest Seriatopora is recommended to have higher flow than what it's getting right now, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't getting beaten by light right as I put it in the tank. The marble Ifavia could be a little bit high, but the way the polyps are extended right now, I don't think I'm going to move it at the moment. The neon green Stylophora could probably also go a little higher in the tank. Again, I will watch them and make sure everything goes well. The Lepto, I think, is placed well. You're not supposed to have, these are supposed to be in shaded areas, low light with medium flow, and that's pretty much what they're getting right here. They're shaded a bit by the rockwork, but they're also still getting light, and it's kind of where the power head kind of ends and hits the end of the tank and curves around. The Possilopora is probably also a little low, but again, the light intensity is slowly still increasing, so I can grow more SPS, the harder SPS like Acropora on the top. So eventually there will be no low light places and it will be all medium light to highlight. So I don't want to put it too high and bleach it out and pretty much lose the money I just spent on a brand new coral. So anyways guys, that is the placement for these. I will try to keep doing updates. Obviously, if you follow my Instagram, you will see most of this before everybody else, and you're more likely to see the updates as they come out. I don't typically like to make update videos on YouTube because I just feel like nobody wants to really watch them, so there's not much of a point. But if you guys do want to see it, let me know in the comments, and I have no problem making them for you. If you are interested in any of these pieces that I put in today, you can check out the Tidal Gardens website or his YouTube channel. I don't know if the live sale is still up. I know there was a few pieces left yesterday when I checked, but at least I think half of these you can just buy regular. I know the marble Iphavites you can buy. I believe the yellow bird's nest you can buy. Possibly the Seriatopora and the Possilopora. The Hulk Leptocerus you cannot. That was one of those live sale only special deals, I guess.